All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Attack here. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game, runs over it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They go play action. Trubisky. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Here's a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This is Geis, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the ground, Geis. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darius Geis with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Trucks over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now let's go. Boom, land it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Caught on the right side by Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Now. Check. Patriot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now running right through it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead. After this, they'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give them even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
We're go, let's go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give them a gain of 38. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trubisky will throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off play action. Jones. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now it's Trubisky. He is caught at the 7-yard line and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Geis, they'll try to run it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on second down. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jones from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Matt Wild now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Hill shedding the tackle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! White, 90! White, 90! Hey, turn it up, turn it up! Check 24, check 24.
And they'll go on the ground. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brad 38! Brad 38!
And they'll run it here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Ohio! Ohio!
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jones Off the play fake. On the move to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up his time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Get off the field! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. But the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Red, up! We're go, let's go!
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And Daniels has it, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try.
Here we go.
But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there, 83 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make it 24-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Geis receives the pitch. And some room to roll now. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Stop! 180! There you go, we got. You see it? You see it? Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
On the ground, it's Geis. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We go, let's go!
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.